Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SI Logics Automation. Today I am here to talk about a very basic topic which is sensor and transducer in a field of instrumentation and control. So let us start. My name is Abhay Bakre and I am working as assistant professor. So what is sensor and transducer? What it is? What is the importance of this sensor and transducer in any industry or in a process industry? So there is a little bit of a difference in between sensor and transducer. We can go through this by a definition of it. You can see here the definition of a sensor is: a sensor is a device that detects and responds to some type of input from the physical environment, right? For example, if suppose we have a temperature is a physical parameter, right? So it detects and it responds to this physical parameter. That particular device is called as a sensor. Okay, it gives a response or it is a stimulated, and that device is called as a sensor. For example, temperature sensor, proximity sensor, pressure sensors, light sensors. Okay, so these are the all different types of sensors. uh, they detect the physical parameter and give something output. Similarly, we have another device which is called as a transducer, right? So transducer is a device which is used to convert one form of energy to the another form. Okay, so for example, if the physical parameter is a pressure, then it will convert into a displacement, and if it is displacement, then it will convert into an electrical form. So it is a device which converts one form of energy to the another form, and that is called as a transducer. For example, here it is given displacement transducer, for example LVDT, flow transducer, which is used for the measurement of a flow which is flowing through the pipe, right? This is what the one of the picture where it is showing that how this physical quantity temperature is going to converted into some suitable form where we can measure this physical parameter like temperature on a on analog scale or digital. Any meter is there, then we can measure this temperature or identify. So here we have a physical quantity as a temperature, and here is a thermometer. It is shown over here. So its a principle is different, but there is a one material which continuously monitor or senses the temperature, and accordingly its behavior changes. And once we detect or change in their behavior, we can correlate with the physical quantity to the temperature. So through this particular coupling, so it is a cabling simply. So through this it is going to the analog meter where we can actually reads what is the temperature is there, right? So in this way the sensor and transducer works, and these are the very basic and important, we can say it is a device. Without this we cannot control any machines, because to control we require a measurement. So first of all, the sensor and transducers plays a very important role to detect and to convert that physical quantity into a suitable form, so that we can process over that signal, and we can take a certain decision. Uh, Here we have a classification of a sensor or a transducer. So there are primary and secondary transducers. For example, LVDT is a comes under a primary and secondary transducer, or it is a secondary transducer. Ball and tube, it is a primary, we can say a transducer. Then we have an active and passive transducer, right? So in an active transducer there is a thermocouple and typo generators are there. Then we have analog and digital transducers. For example, thermistor and strain gauge, and transducers and inverse transducers. These are the classification of transducers. So one by one we will see different types of these different classification of transducers with example. Thank you so much for watching this video. For the next video I am uploading regarding a particular about the primary and secondary transducer, active and passive transducer, analog and digital transducer, transducers and inverse transducers. Okay, so the concept, what is called as a primary transducer, what which transducer is called as a secondary, and why. So that we will see in a next lecture with a particular example. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.